Titus. My name is Heather, and I'm happy to do this video lesson for you today. I'm going to be your piano teacher. I know this is kind of a funny way to do a piano lesson, but it's a lot of fun, and a lot of my students only take lessons on the computer like this. So this is kind of fun. You're going to see me in person in a few weeks, but for now, I'm going to show you our book. I'm going to do what we would have done today. This is going to be your book, okay? In other words, I'm going to send the link to Mommy. Mommy's going to get this book. You're going to have it for a while, okay? It's really, really fun. They make it fun for kids. We're going to put your name on the inside, okay? The first thing that we talk about is how to sit at a piano, okay? So, or I have a keyboard in this case. I have a piano, but it's in the other room, in my living room. This is the keyboard that I use for students. So this is a keyboard because I plug it in to the wall. A piano is something that you don't plug in. It can sit anywhere by itself and it'll play. Or you can play it. This is all about, sometimes people use the word posture. If you've heard of the word posture, Titus, I prefer the word alignment. Posture sometimes makes kids and adults sit maybe too straight. But if I say alignment, what I mean is to sit tall but not straight. Okay, so like this at the piano. Okay, and when you come in, I'll show you about where you need to put your bench. In other words, Titus, you don't want to do this with the piano, right? That would be too silly, right? You don't want to be too close, but you don't want to be like Frankenstein's monster, like this, right? So that's silly too. So you want to be somewhere in the middle, like this. And you want to sit tall, but you don't have to straighten your back like this. You want to sit tall and up like this, not slouchy. Okay, that's just going to help your arms move like a real pianist, just like this. So that makes it a lot more fun, and it makes it easier, and it makes it less likely that, I don't know, your wrists start to hurt or you get frustrated. It just keeps you from getting frustrated and stuff like that. When you put your hands on the keyboard, Titus, look like this. You want to make sure your hands like this. Your arms are like this, not like this. And we don't want this. We don't want that either, okay? We don't want too low. I'm too high. I'm just right. Okay. Now, and here they talk about all the different kinds of pianos. This is called an upright piano. This is called a spinet piano. That's what I have. It's short. It's just a little piano. And then that's a grand piano, or that's actually a baby. That's a baby grand piano. The grand piano is great, big. Like 25 feet long sometimes. Big. Now, this is important, and this is something that you can practice until I see you again in September, because I know it's going to be a long time before I see you for the first time in person. Fingers have numbers in piano, okay? But this is going to be different, actually, from Magnus's guitar finger numbers, okay? So if Magnus says that fingers are this, and this, that's different. That's for guitar. This is for what I'm about to tell you is just for piano players like you, special piano players. Our thumbs are called ones. These are twos. These are threes. These are fours. These are fives. So look, Titus. 1, 2, 3. My ring finger is 4. My pinky is 5. Thumb is 1. This is my 2. This is my middle finger, 3. Ring finger is 4. Pinky is 5. Okay, now it seems kind of simple, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then when you start to play, sometimes when we piano players start to play and start to think of the numbers, it's weird. So I want you to practice, Titus, simply touching your fingers together and saying the numbers. Like, these are both 1s. These are both 2s. These are both 3s. These are both 4s. These are both 5s. You can also play your keyboard with different finger numbers, and just say the number as you use it. So like this, Titus, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 2. It's getting a little confusing, a little weird. That's okay. It'll make more sense the more we practice. This is my left hand. See my left hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is my 5. This is my 5. That makes sense, right? Both pinkies are 5. But then look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So another fun game that you and your brother can do, or you and mommy, or you and daddy, is where mommy or daddy or Magnus will call out to you, Titus, wiggle your left hand, number 2. Titus, wiggle your right hand, number 5. Left hand, number 2. Right hand, number 1. You got to think about it. Left hand, number 4. Right hand, number 3. Left hand, number 2. So that's a fun game. And eventually, not now, but eventually, Titus, you'll be able to do it more and more quickly. So it becomes a really fun challenge to be able to time yourself to see how fast, if someone's playing that game with you, how fast you're able to do it. How you're able to say correctly all of your finger numbers. Left hand 1, right hand 1, left hand 2, right hand 3, left hand 4, right hand 5. I have to think about it too. Okay, so, but that's a goal. Take your time. Okay, that's not now. So here they talk about, this is something fun we're going to do together. Draw your hand, and then you're going to number. Of course, you can do that with mommy and daddy too. Draw your hand like you might already be doing in school, and number your fingers. See, both thumbs are 1. Pointers are always 2. Middle fingers are always 3. Ring fingers are always 4. And pinkies are always 5. Okay. Piano tones. This is something fun. I'll do this in person, but really it just explains how a piano works, how a real piano works. A keyboard is really tries to be the same as a piano. It's an electronic piano. So whether you're on a keyboard or a piano, Titus, the harder that you hit the key, the louder it's going to be. And the softer you hit it, the softer it's going to be. Okay. But they just sort of explain why and how. Now, when we play, I showed you this, right? And I bet you're doing a great job of copying me on the keyboard right now, right? So you can copy me. You can even make my face. Okay, so you can copy my face too if you want. Okay, now, do you see how my fingers look a little funny, Titus? They don't do this. I used to play like this when I was little. I still remember. But I can't play very fast like that. And I can't play very well. But if I curve my fingers, Titus, like I'm holding a bubble in each hand that I don't want to break like this, but I still want to hold it. Look, I'm holding bubbles. It's much easier for me than. Look, I have to drop my wrist, which we don't want to do, remember? So curve your fingers, not like a claw, but like a. You're holding a bubble. I think that's the best way. Some people say I'm holding a stone, a big stone in each hand. However you want to do it. This is the keyboard, Titus. So you see here, we have middle C. Do you see that? That, I know that's hard, but in the middle of the piano, in the middle of your keyboard, you will see a 2 black key group. See how there's a 2 black key group? 3, 2, 3 together, 2 together. Well, right in the smack dab in the middle of your keyboard, there's a 2 black key group and a middle C. It says just middle. I'm going to show you on the keyboard, Titus. Look. And you can actually use your ear to match the sound to what you're hearing here. Is your key matching mine? I'm right in the center. In fact, Titus, it's probably usually under, if there's a word on your keyboard or like a brand name, right below that brand name, you'll find a 2 black key group. And then you'll find a C right beside it, okay? So to wrap up, between now and September 3rd, I get to see you. That's a Tuesday. I would like you to practice your finger numbers. 1, these are 2s, these are 3s, these are 4s, and these are 5s. Okay? That's a fun thing to be able to practice, but it's also important. If you haven't done this already, when you play Titus, practice playing with only 1 key at a time. Some kids, when they start out, and this is fun, but some kids, when they start out, some grown-ups would like that too, but kids do too, okay? What I want you to start practicing, you might already do this, but if you haven't, I'd like you to start practicing 1 key at a time. You can use both hands, but what I mean is, I want you to start playing like more of an older kid, like this. Because that's really what the book is going to do. So I'm going to send a link to this book to your mommy to get. You can follow along. I want you to make up a song for me, okay? It does not have to be fancy, but I want it to be 1 key at a time. No smashing, okay? Just 1 key at a time. Take your time. You don't have to play anything in particular. You don't have to do finger numbers for that or anything like that. Practice your finger numbers and make up a song for me that's one key at a time. Okay, I want you to have fun with that. And if you have trouble or you're not sure how to do that, I am happy to help you in the next one. I just thought it would be something fun to do for you between now and September 3rd is when I see you again. That's the Tuesday. That's the day right after Labor Day. So please have fun, have a blast, and I will see you then on September 3rd.